listening to Count It Out with Mike and Tyler.
Thursday, January 15th, TNA Wrestling is coming to AMC, and joining us to talk all about that and so much more is a four-time TNA Tag Team Champion. He is the former TNA Heavyweight Champion. Of course, I am talking with Mike Santana. Mike, thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me.
So first things first, before we dive into everything, I want to just give a big congratulations to you on being on the cover of the next issue of PWI magazine. That's such a cool thing, man. I grew up with those magazines, so that's awesome.
Yeah, same. Likewise, man. It was a huge accomplishment for me and getting, finding out last night and just like, it's really surreal. Like my dad and my grandmother used to always take me to like local supermarkets and I used to always go through all the wrestling magazines and stuff. So the fact that I get to say, hey, I graced the cover of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. So it's pretty cool.
Super awesome. And something else that's super awesome that's being released is the second part of your documentary, the Immerse docuseries. Kind of just take us through that for you. And
Yeah.
what's it like just being so open and out there with your story with everybody?
Man, I'd be honest, like I didn't grow up being very open about, whatever I was going through or any struggles that I was experiencing because I wasn't taught to do that, right? I kept a lot of things inside and unfortunately like things build up after the years of doing that. But one thing that I've learned in my journey with recovery is vulnerability is a strength and being able to share your struggles and share your battles is a sign of strength and also it's a way of paying forward the gift that was so freely given and that's the gift of sobriety and hope and I think whenever I'm able to share my story I will. I growing up I always wanted to do something that was going to help people and I got to a point and realized that professional wrestling is my outlet and that's my way of being able to help people and that's with my story. So it's pretty cool.
And you can definitely feel that the people are with you and behind you on this. You know, they basically gave TNA an ultimatum, the fans, put him in the main event of Slammiversary this year. He's our guy. The outrage when you lost the title about a month ago. Are you feeling this love? Are you feeling this
Yeah.
support from the fans? Like, how does that make you feel?
100%. I'm super humbled. This is super surreal for me. And it's again a testament to how much people have connected with me and my story, right? And just all the hard work that I've been putting in is paying off and people are paying attention, like when I lost that title in Orlando, my God, like the outrage, like you said, the outrage was insane and it was very loud. And, people from every company reached out to me and like it was just an insane time. And, but again, it was very humbling in the fact that people are connecting so deeply and are so invested in what I'm doing is it's pretty awesome.
You know, the TNA fan base is so passionate and there's so much excitement about this new partnership with AMC. How excited are you personally for this new partnership? This is an awesome opportunity for everybody.
Absolutely. Like you said, it's for everybody, and I'm excited that everyone gets to experience this. And it's a testament to the hard work that we've all been putting in together. You know what I mean? I don't think any one person is responsible for the success or responsible for the position that we're in. It's been a huge team effort, and everyone has been fighting for the and having the same mindset as far as like let's elevate this and grow this brand as much as possible. And that's I feel like what you need, right? And it's gotten us all the way to AMC. And January 15th, I feel like it's a total new beginning for TNA, and all eyes are on us, and it's time for us to deliver, and also time for a bigger audience to see all the hard work and dedication that TNA has been putting out there.
100%. You know, and there has been talk about the possibility of some more live shows over the next year with AMC. Is that something that excites you? Do you think that's an important part of the aspect, that live performance?
Absolutely. I feel like that pressure is the best, and I think it produces the best work, right? And live TV is always much better, and I feel like a lot more people tune in to live TV because it's so unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen, right? And I'm excited. I'm specifically excited for a lot of the young talent that's on the roster that get to experience wrestling on a major network and on live TV because it's a totally different ball game when it comes to those two. And yeah, I'm excited to help the guys and girls learn and get used to this whole new era that we're in.
Absolutely. We are in a huge era right now for TNA wrestling. You main evented the two largest shows in company history. That's an incredible accomplishment. And I'd like to
Yeah.
specifically go back to Bound for Glory. And if you could just try to put into words what you were feeling in front of the largest crowd in the history of the company, holding that World Heavyweight Championship, your daughter by your side. It's one of the most beautiful moments in the entire year of professional wrestling.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that moment is going to be with me for the rest of my life. And it was equally as important for me to share that moment with my daughter because she was the reason why I got there. She saved my life, and she has been a driving force and a huge motivational thing for me. And the fact that, again, she got to see me at my lowest and also see the work that I put in to get to the highest point, and it's just a very important thing for me where it's like I'm living proof that anything is possible with hard work.
100%. And what did it mean for you to have Conan by your side during the entrance for that as well?
That was, I mean, another huge moment for me, and I'm sure it was for him as well, because as you know, Conan was the first person to introduce me to a larger audience, and he has been a mentor since day one, and the fact that it was a full circle moment, he was there day one of me in TNA, and he was there to be a part of the moment of me winning the world title and main eventing in front of the biggest crowd in TNA history. So it was a huge deal for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And another person I know that's meant a lot to your career is TNA legend Homicide. Homicide's a good
Yes.
friend of our show. He actually announced his retirement on our show, which I take
Wow.
incredible honor in. What did it mean for you to just get to be a part of his retirement match earlier this year?
That was a huge deal for me. Homicide is someone that has known me since I was a young child. His my mom and him, they they were friends back in the day, and they ran the street together. And so he's known me since I was a kid. So he knows a lot of my story. He knows a lot of my struggles and things that I've went through, and even the bad things, he knows about. But again, like he's been a huge mentor of mine, a huge inspiration of mine, and the fact that I get to share all these accomplishments with him, and as well as him give me the honor of being a part of his very last match is a huge deal and something I didn't take lightly. And it was very emotional that night. And aside from that, him backstage, we shared a moment. I think he posted a video recently, and we shared a moment where he pretty much gave me his jacket that he would wear all the time, and it says El Padrino on it, which means Godfather. And he pretty much crowned me as like the King of New York and the new Godfather of New York wrestling. So um, that was something a huge honor for me, and yeah, man.
That's incredible. And TNA wrestling is on fire. Earlier this year, we did see the return of AJ Styles to TNA wrestling. Can you talk a little bit about
Yeah,
what that moment was like for you to see AJ come back home to TNA?
it was a huge moment, not just for me, but for everyone who grew up watching TNA, everyone who has worked their ass off in the back at TNA. It was cool, like for everyone to see that and for him to be a part of such a huge moment with us at the UBS Arena for the first time. And yeah, man, it was definitely like I remember that night I was running back and forth, just like getting in the zone or whatever. But I definitely made sure that I took a moment to witness live as it happened, just that moment, and him just get all that love and admiration from everyone out there in the ring and also in the back.
I've heard you mention that AJ is your dream opponent. Do you think maybe AJ has any plans on the 15th of January?
Yeah, well, that would be beautiful, wouldn't it? But yeah, man, he's my last real dream match that I have, and if we were able to do that before he retires, it'd mean a lot to me.
We just saw Team TNA defeat Team NXT in a brutal cage match, and you made a very special entrance in a lowrider that was used by the late Eddie Guerrero. How did this entrance get put
Yeah.
together, and what did that moment mean for you to get to pay respect to such a legend like Eddie?
Insane, beautiful moment. The guy who actually owns the lowrider today, he contacted me and got with TNA, and we all coordinated, the whole thing. And he actually told me that that specific lowrider used to be Eddie Guerrero's, like he owned it, and now it's owned by the guy who brought it. But yeah, man, like it was one of those things where I felt like I felt Eddie's spirit sitting in that car with me, and riding into the very building that he rode into it with. And on top of that, the building that his father made famous for professional wrestling in El Paso. Uh, Huge, huge deal, very important moment for me. And yeah, another moment that's going to be with me forever.
Absolutely, absolutely. January 17th, you're going to be setting your sights on regaining the TNA Heavyweight Championship at Genesis. Now that this cage match is done, are you ready to leave NXT? Are you ready to move on from them and get focused back on getting in that title hunt?
Absolutely. My main focus right now is not only regaining my title, because I will say it's my title, but it's also focusing on driving TNA into the future, into this new era, and being the face of the company and putting in the work and doing what I got to do, man. Like I'm looking forward to uh, everything that 2026 and beyond has to offer.
Can you talk a little bit about Frankie Kazarian and just the body of work that he's put in with TNA since pretty much day one and how you're preparing going into this match?
So I've said this before. I ain't gotta like him, but I do respect him, and I do respect the work that Frankie has put in throughout his years. He's a bona fide legend. He's definitely going to be a TNA Hall of Famer. Frankie and I, a lot of people don't know, but we have our own history, personal history together. And I said this recently, the fact that we both uh, decided to bet on ourselves and are now about to go head to head for the TNA World Title, and the magnitude of the show and just the era is it's pretty amazing and a huge deal. And yeah, man, he's someone that I respect. Um, and I'm looking forward to it, man. He's gonna get
Absolutely.
his ass whooped though.
100% he is, man. We're looking forward to seeing that. You've been great with your time here. I just got two more quick ones for you. Can you just try to take the fans inside your mind when you were sitting in the ring after losing that heavyweight championship, how you were feeling, what you were thinking about, and if you're using that as motivation going into this match on the 17th with Frankie?
I'm absolutely definitely using that as motivation. It was, I mean, that moment itself was hard to put into words. I remember I sat in the ring after it happened. I sat in the ring and I was going to sit there until the people left, but no one left. And everyone sat there in silence with me. And as I started to get up from the mat and I started to walk towards the ropes, once I started getting up, the entire crowd started clapping.
Wow.
And I know that footage is somewhere, but I hope it gets put out. But it was definitely a surreal moment, very humbling moment, and yeah, it's hard to put into words. Like there was a lot of emotions going on at once in that very moment.
As we draw closer to January 17th, Genesis, you get your world title rematch. Do you have any final messages you'd like to leave Frankie with to think about over the holiday season?
Um, Honestly, I'll say this. I have survived some of the darkest moments in my life. I have fought some of the battles that I've ever gone through in my life. I hope that Frankie is ready to do the same on the 17th. So I'll leave it at that.
Well, we are definitely looking forward to seeing that match, and we are looking forward to seeing Mike Santana every week on AMC starting January the 15th. Mike, I can't thank you enough for taking some time out to do this today, and I want to wish you and your family the happiest of holidays, my friend.
Thank you so much. Likewise to you and your family, and I appreciate you having me on. Thank you.